don't know, I'm Mr. Losey. I teach 10th grade global, and I teach also AP psychology, which is 11th and 12th grade. I think the most important change from my first year here to now, as far as my teaching style, is probably confidence. When I started here, I was in my second year teaching full-time, and it was still trying to kind of figure out who I was as a teacher. And you're a little bit behind on lesson plans or whatever, and you're not so confident. And the more confident you are in what you teach and who you're teaching with and the co-teaching relationship I have, it makes me more able to be the energetic, enthusiastic, goofy person I'd like to be, because I'm a little less stressed about the other stuff.
Mr. Losey's teaching style, he's open to new protocols, as we call them, but he's a learning man. He knows his subject well, which is ultimately, when it comes down to history, if you know your subject well and you have a few tools in your toolbox, you're going to be a good teacher. And there's no doubt that Mr. Losey knows his content, knows his subject well, knows a lot of protocols, and last year in the global, we got 94% of the students passed the global. 94%. So the man knows what he's doing. Keep it up.
How did I get those high region scores? That's an excellent question. So it's a combination of things, of course. Obviously, first of all, good kids. The 10th grade was really solid last year, and they worked with us. And they fought us in the beginning, but eventually they were really able to buy into what we were selling and do well on the regions because of it. But also, obviously, I have an amazing co-teacher, Miss Blackwell, who worked with me constantly and worked with them constantly, and we really were able to dive into what do they need and how do we get them to that point. So it's a combination of good kids, and we have talented teachers here, so we got it done.
I think what makes Mr. Losey stand out is how much he loves history and loves teaching history. You can tell that he wants to be here, he wants to talk to kids, he wants to be able to have the conversations in the classroom, and I think that's an infectious style of teaching.
Mr. Losey is really easy to understand due to his inclusiveness of you as a human and other students inside the class. Because of the fact that he's inclusive, I feel like it's really easy to just go up to him and talk to him about simple stuff, even personal stuff, because of the fact that he's inclusive.
Mr. Losey's teaching style is very easy to understand because he adds pictures to better convey what the lesson is, and he adds definitions. If we don't understand those definitions, then he'll come to us one-on-one or just speak to the whole class about it to help us understand it better.
He makes sure that you understand what he's putting across, and he's very personal and very laid back and very chill about everything, and he'll never get on your head for you don't know a specific date or you're not familiar with a specific time period. I do appreciate his method of teaching a whole lot.
Favorite memories at DT it's a tricky question because there's a lot of great ones. Even though there's been a lot of great moments in the classroom and things like that, I think one that stands out to me a lot is last year's field day. Students and teachers and everyone in kind of a different light, people just having fun. And it makes it feel like a community. When you have a small school, that kind of community is a really good thing.
My personal favorite is when I was in class, I was hungry. I didn't eat all day. I had chicken, and I took out the chicken, and then he was like, why do you have a chicken in a cup? So it was just really funny to me. And I would say that it was really funny, and I feel like it was a family moment with students and a teacher.
My favorite memory with Mr. Losey has to be Camp Bernie, the trip that we previously had, because that's where you could see Mr. Losey's actual personality, where it wasn't just oh, we're working all the time. It's okay, we're here to have fun, and we can actually talk to him and on a regular base, on a regular level, where it's not oh, it's about work, but more about oh, how's your day going, stuff like that.
What's with this? The tea? Yeah, I don't know why this has become such a hot topic, but I don't know. So actually, when I taught a year in South Korea, I taught English. My best friend there that I met, he was from England, and British people, as we know, love tea, and he got me hooked on it basically because we would start work right around his tea time, and he converted me. I never drank tea before. But now every afternoon, it's nice because it's a little less than coffee, energy-wise, but it still keeps you going. It's delicious. And I have my electric tea kettle, and it's easy to do. So now it's just become a part of me. And I'm yelling all day, so this helps my throat.